So I wanted to talk to you a bit about the differentiation between being busy and being productive. I was on a client call this week, and my client was saying to me, I'm getting so much done. I'm checking off everything on my to-do list, but I can almost feel inside that I'm shifting into this old energy that I used to bring into my current job, her old job. And she had started her own business. And she was like, I'm noticing that I'm not taking time to celebrate myself or relax or even acknowledge everything that I've done. I'm almost just like obsessed with being in this busy place of moving forward. And I totally relate to this. And I think we all can, right? Where we're like moving at such a frantic pace. We can feel the anxiety, we can feel the inner pressure, but we're not really sure how to let go of that without feeling like everything is going to fall apart. So in today's training, I'm going to teach you a couple really simple tools that are going to allow you to go from that busy, frantic energy to a place of feeling productive, clear, focused, extremely capable of getting a shitload of stuff done, but not having to feel that stress that comes along with it. So that way you don't have to go home at the end of the day feeling like you're being a bitch to the people that you love, or feeling like you're just super frenetic and crazy and feeling that stress in your body, which is always going to make us want to eat more, go to alcohol, or do the things that make us feel even further away from ourselves, okay? So step one is to really look at your languaging. Notice how often this week you say to people, oh, I'm super busy. Sorry to get back to you, I've been so busy. Or like, oh, sorry for the delay, I've just been really busy. Or how's life? How's everything going? How's work? Busy, right? Busy sounds kind of cool from the outside, but really most of us are using it as an excuse. It makes us feel like we're being productive when in reality we're just using it as a mask for that ineffective, frantic energy, not being productive. Okay, so when we say to somebody, oh, sorry, I've been so productive, that's why I didn't get back to you, that wouldn't even make sense, right? Busy is almost like saying, I have not made the time for doing this. Or I feel really overwhelmed and things are okay, but I feel really freaking stressed. Busy is something to hide behind, whereas productive, using the word productive, will start to really change the way you interact with others, the way that you interact with your work, and the way that you interact with the world. So instead of saying busy, catch yourself and really say the truth. I'm sorry to get back to you because I have not had time or have not made the time, and I realize you're really important to me, and I want to change that. All of a sudden, you're coming from a place of empowerment, not being a victim to all the things on your to-do list. So another example of this is I was in the car the other day and I was going to an exercise class, and I had an exercise class. I had 4 clients, and then I had to make sure that I got to the airport to pick up my friend. And I could feel myself getting into that really crazy energy of being like, oh my God, I got to do all the things. I have a really busy day. I have a really busy day. Like, get out of my way. Like, super road rage and just like kind of annoyance and agitation, which often happens when we get in that busy mode of like, I'm super busy. And I had to stop myself. And I was remembering I was driving down the highway in my truck. And I thought, what if I made this day productive instead of busy? And I made a decision in that moment. So this is another tip. You can just make a decision that I'm not going to be busy today. I'm going to be productive. And again, just changing that languaging can make you feel so much more centered and at ease and in alignment. So all of a sudden that like forward driven, like, everybody get out of my way, I'm busy energy kind of came back to center. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have a really productive day. At the end of the day, I'm going to feel really awesome because I'm going to accomplish so much. And I'm not going to force myself to be like crawling out of my skin. I'm just going to do what I can, and I'm going to be super focused and clear in every step of the way. So that's another tip, is to really notice your energy. If it's all out here, see if you can take a few deep breaths and find that place of center in yourself and move from that place. So maybe it's a couple moments of meditation. Maybe it's just 2 minutes of writing down your to-do list or arranging your calendar so you have enough time to do each thing. Because when you do that, you're coming from a different place, a more empowered place, and a far more productive place. Okay? So those are your tips for this week. Noticing when you get into that energy, taking a few deep breaths, creating some clarity through making a really easy to-do list, and then noticing your thought pattern from going to I'm busy and using it as an excuse to I'm being productive and this is what has to happen and I'm going to enjoy it every step of the way. Okay? So for my client, when she started to employ these practices, noticing when she was going into that like managery mode of I need to do all the things, and we just had her bring it back to center. Notice, how would it feel to be in the middle? How would it feel inside? And you guys can actually use a little internal barometer to do this. So I can teach you this right now. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes. And notice how you're feeling. Notice the breath. And then what you'll do is just picture a little scale out in front of you. And on the far left is that really busy, managery, like I need to do all the things, everybody get out of my way energy. And all the way to the right is like, oh, fuck it, I'm not gonna do any of this. Like I wanna just procrastinate and like scroll on Facebook or just like totally blow off everything and not do anything energy, okay? And so notice if you were gonna turn your energy all the way up to the left. Really feel yourself slide along that scale to that super intense, like I'm super busy, I need to get it all done right now energy. It might feel kind of familiar. And don't worry, you can't do this wrong. You can always watch this video again. But then try taking that slider and just sliding it toward the middle. Pause there for a moment. Noticing intuitively what shifts. And then bring it all the way to the right, to that rebel energy of like, oh, fuck it, I don't want to do any of this. That just like, I just want to chill and watch Netflix and like zone out energy. Also probably familiar at times. Good, and now bring it to the center again, right? So where you're in a place of being able to access that drive and that ambition without the pushiness. And that freedom and that ability to relax without the apathy and need to fully stop or zone out. So there's an element of acceptance here. But there's also an element of moving forward, of creating from that place of clarity, focus, and ease. Okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. You guys did great, okay? You can practice this at any time. And if you have any questions or comments about how this went for you, I'd love for you to leave them in the comments below. Love you guys.